Hi Insta friends, I'm here to do another gab about a bag. Since the holiday season is upon us, I thought I would focus today on a travel bag. And so the bag that I am featuring in the gab this week is the Louis Vuitton Keepall in the size 45. So this is my Keepall and it is in the monogram print with the vachetta handles and trim. So let's gab about it. Where did I get this bag? I did purchase it from Tradesy. I bought it pre-loved and I knew that this item was going to be purchased pre-love. I just did not see myself purchasing this brand new. This is not a starter bag. This is not a bag that a person gets when they're getting ready to launch their luxury collection. It's definitely not a necessity. It's not an everyday bag. And so for something like that, when I was ready to dip my toes into a travel piece, I knew that I didn't want to invest a whole lot of money. And the amount I was able to save by buying this pre-loved is incredible. I did have it authenticated after purchase, so everything is good on that front. But that's where I got it, and that's why I do use it quite a bit, because it is the size 45. I'll back up a little bit. So it's pretty good for weekend trips. It's not one that you have to wait to use for huge trips, because it doesn't fit a million things. It fits a good amount, but not a million things. And I was glad on Tradesy I paid a little bit more than some, I don't know, what does that even mean? But there were less expensive ones, is that what I can say. I chose to get this one because it did come with all of the accoutrements. It came with the luggage tag, which I don't use, but I like to have. And it comes with the handle holder. This has a name that's escaping me right now, so there's that. But it came with those. So there were less expensive ones that didn't come with the handle holder. Hopefully that name comes in before the end of this gab. And the luggage tag. And that's pretty handy because these handles do kind of get everywhere. And so without something to keep them in place, it's a little bit harder to use the bag. I find I also got the bandolier version. So this bag does come without the ability to add straps to it, but I also decided to spend a little bit more to get the one that gave me the option to add a strap so I could carry it on my shoulder and cross body, which is tremendously helpful because this bag does get heavy. It's not a bag review, so I won't get too much into the pros and the cons of all of it. But I will tell you what I use it for, mostly short trips. And I never check this, so this is not a checked item. This is a cabin item, and I do usually either put it under my seat or in the overhead compartment. And I also will usually carry my Never Full in the GM size as my personal item. So when I travel by plane, those are the two that I usually take. I'm not a fan of checking luggage at all, so to the extent I can avoid it, I do. So that's not a big problem for me. I feel like if I can't get it to fit in a bag, I just need to buy it when I get where I'm going. So that's that. What do I wish were different about this? Two things I wish were different. I'm not going to unstuff it because that would make this video very long. I do keep it stuffed, but you just have to take my word for it. It has zero structure. It just collapses and mushes, and as you're packing it, it's like fighting you. It doesn't stay in place. You put stuff in one corner, it kind of rolls to the middle. When you pick it up, anything at the edges rolls to the middle if it's not perfectly stuffed. So maybe if I had my druthers, if I were designing this bag, if Louis Vuitton wanted me to design a bag for them, I would make the bottom a little bit more sturdy so that it's not quite so smushy, so things don't just roll and collapse that way. The other thing I would switch, two things I would switch. The other thing is there's no internal pocket at all. Not one, not even a little one. You know how the Speedy has the small pocket on the side here, just on the inside, so you could slip in something that you need to access very quickly. Not the Keepall. So those are the two things I wish were different about it. For a bag this big, it would have been nice if there were just a way to like grab your wallet, for example, if you put your wallet in here. And just the way I described things kind of get mushed around in there, it just goes all the way into the bottom. So those are the two drawbacks about this bag. Other than that, it does what it's supposed to do. I love it. I enjoy it. I think it's nice to have at the airport or the train station. And this is what it looks like on me, 5'5". If I'm carrying it in hand, it'll be down here somewhere. That's not the best. And yeah, this is it. So this is my Keepall. Glad to introduce y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have a Keepall? What size? I think the 45 is the best size for me because of the weight that I pack. I think if you like to carry a little bit more, it might be a little restrictive, but let me know what size you have. I'm also considering getting the 40, the Speedy 40, just to have something even a little bit smaller still, but you know, I'm kind of touch and go on that, so we'll see. I definitely wouldn't get anything bigger because of the weight and the inability to carry it on my own. You can always put it on a wheelie cart bag, but as I said, I don't tend to bring those with me because I just prefer to travel light, so anything bigger than the 45 wouldn't work out for me. But I'm dying to know what works out for you. What do you love? Would you ever get this bag? Do you have it? Have you sold it? Did I buy your old one? Let me know. All right, take care. Bye, fam.